Good day, crafty chums, and welcome to my channel. And guess what we're going to do today? We're going to introduce ourselves. It's Nikki here, aka Carson to Cat's Life. Almost forgot, didn't I? What we're going to do today is we're going to alter a box, and I'm going to be using it for storage, so never fear. So let's get straight on to it, shall we? I don't want this to remain this colour, obviously, and then I'll just decorate up the top of the box. I won't decorate the bottom. I'm just going to alter the colour and maybe put a little bit of trim around the bottom bit, because of course if you alter it too much it'll get too thick to be able to shut it, and then that won't be worth doing then, will it? If that actually happens. So I'm just going to make it white, and then I may add a little bit of distressing to it afterwards, in pink or something like that, and maybe a few stamps. But I'm not going to do much more than that with the bottom, and I'll keep the underneath as it is. This is a box that the mother-in-law gave me when I was there, because she knows I like to alter things, and so she's given me a couple of little boxes, and so I thought might as well alter one, because I can. And then we'll alter one with you and see how we go after that. So this is just a bit of gesso on here, and I'm thinking about painting it, but I'm not sure. But first I'll just gesso it, because it just helps to take the colour, that greeny colour, away from it, which is good. Oops. So I'm just going to pop that up somewhere. It's rolling around a bit, of course, because the boat is, we've just had 2 days of storms. It's still stormy out there. Try not to put my elbow into the gesso. Even though I've got my pinny on, I don't have my arms covered, do I? So I'm going to put some gesso on here, and I'm going to actually add tissue paper to the top just to alter it completely. But I'm putting the gesso on to knock back the stripes, because I don't want to have stripes on there. So that's actually why I'm doing that way, if you're wondering. There you are. I don't know whether you can hear, but the wind is going in the background there. Very strong, and I'm hoping that the image won't go too far, won't get too rock and rolly. But if it does, what I'll do is I'll probably just stop, or I'll just hard edit this out, because I don't want to make you too seasick. I know that certain people who watch my videos can't actually watch them, because they get too seasick watching them. I could do the on YouTube and that, they do, your video's shaky, would you like to alter it? But then if I do that, then it gives a funny sort of like woo movement to the film, and it's like no good. So I'm just going to dry these, the top and the bottom, and I'll be back. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put some tissue paper on here, and what I'm not going to do is go on the inside of here, because what will happen then, of course, is that I won't be able to close the box afterwards, because it will be I won't be able to close the box afterwards because it will make the seal too tight. It's the same reason why I'm not doing the inside of the box for anything else but to paint it and maybe ink it and stamp it or something. That's my reason behind it all. The reason why I'm doing it this way. As I say, I don't want to get that on the inside at all.
you very much. Goodbye, Doctor. What could they expect? I'm so sorry. All their accidents will happen. Keep your hiding place and never rest until his Confederates have it safely in their hands. We try to send them a message. We ought to give him every opportunity. And how? Can I suggest, Miss Stroud, that he's permitted to have his group sent in from the outside? Yes, sir. How about his countrymen?
Okay then, so the lid's been covered now, and I'm just going to leave that one to dry and come back and work on the base. And not quite sure where I'm going to go with this, as usual. I might just rough up the surface a bit more. Don't know why I found that hard to say, but I did. And I might try and just put some colour on here as well, sort of just in a bit of a, I don't know, haphazard manner. Actually, I might go with the pale olive. This is like a little bit, I don't know, pale olive just speaks to me for the moment, so I'll go with that. Sometimes there isn't really any rhyme or reason to what you do, you just get a feeling that that's right, so, you know, so go with it. Okay, so I've dried that off, and I'm just going to distress it again. Then put down that piece of paper that I just took up. Another reason for just distressing it off is to, I've built up 2 layers on there now, and of course this will just knock it back a bit for me to get the lid back on. So that's another reason to do that too. And I am just going to glue down that bit there that I just roughed up. Okay, and then just going to let that dry. What I've got here is a Lily of the Valley stamp, and as you can see, it's a nice background stamp. What I'm going to do is stamp it up and then just move this around just to pick up some of the ink that's on there. Just getting the ink out. And I'm just going to do this over here, sort of like randomly. So just pick up some, just a little bit of detail there off the stamp, and that should be enough, I think, to get just for that little bit there. So what I'm going to do now is put a little bit of braid at the bottom of the box, like this. There's not much room to, with the lid on it, to do much else. So this is what I'm going to do, is just add this little bit here. Ugh. Now, why is my, I must have picked up some flipping stuff off there. Must have picked up some paint on my glue gun, look at that.
I will. Hello, Watson. Hello. Good to see you. Oh, hello, chap. Do you remember the Farnsworth case? Yes, I do. And I remember Theophilus Kirby, too. Quite a scholar. Like most scholars. Woman of church mouse. What's he want? He brought you a present. First folio.
Okay, so we're just
Must be worth a lot of money. There's an inscription in it, bless his heart. Out of gratitude. Like you have a look at it? Have a cup of tea? Thanks, I'll put it down there.
I'm going to try and not burn my fingers to pieces today. Did that the other day, wasn't pleasant. Took a couple of days to recover.
Boys spoke, huh? Hope it wasn't spoken, as I remember it. A bit of smashed china. What do you make of that? Coincidence, I'd call it. Would you? Yeah. Curious, isn't it? Two murders at the opposite ends of London. People who couldn't conceivably have had anything in common, their backs broken. Smashed china. Things do get smashed in the stomach.
Okay, so that's all I'm going to do to the bottom of the box there.
These wire racks on the wall.
Lid here now, I'm going to add this bit of trim. And but what I'm going to do is cut off the top bit, save it to use in something else, and then add a different border on the top.
Take a fun out.
Mercy me.
Yeah, what is it? Okay.
But it's no poor eyesight, Mr. Hodder. I can't help eyes now, can I?
What have you broken this time? What did the Copenhagen Plaza say? For that next door, there was the Flying Mercury yesterday, and the two Napoleons the very day you came.
I never broke the Napoleons. I tell you, I found them that way.
Mr. Holland, may I trouble you?
I beg your pardon, I'm sure this sort of thing is most trying. What can I do for you, sir?
My name is Holmes. Sherlock Holmes. I'm doing a little private investigating in connection with some busts of Napoleon that you purchased. Nonsense, my dear. His devotion to you is most touching.
But I tell you, I just can't stand having it near me. Giles. Giles.
Yes, my dear. What is it?
I thought you'd had a...
I'll let her be. Champ was another doctor. Same name. Not listed in the directory. You sure you'll give me the right man?
Dr. Julian Bolton. C-O-N-C-O-U-R-T. 18 Chelsea Place.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, then next I'm going to just pop some braid around the top like that as well.
Constable?
Okay, so what we're going to do next is now we're going to put some bling around the top. Okay, so I'm just going to pop some pearls around the edge here. I'm going to take my time doing this one so that I get a good curve around the edge.
Still full of your little surprises.
Against the wall. I don't like your work on it. I've seen quite a bit of it, both here in London and elsewhere on the continent. I don't like the smell of you either. I want the ground smell, the sick sweetness of decay.
Okay, so what I'm deciding to do now is what to put on the top, and I've got it's quite a big cameo there, but it's the only one I've got at the moment, so I'm going to go with that one. I might put a little cheruby thing on there. I've got these flowers here I might put on there. I think I need something at top too. I don't know, it's not good, is it? So yeah, so I'm just gonna have a look at a few little bits and pieces that I've got and see if I can build it up a bit more from there. I might not be able to, that might be the limit of it, but we'll see. Just looking at some bits and pieces on the side here because I'm a little bit unsure. Forgot more flowers. Don't have many flowers left, and I'm not sure that I've got kind of like the right colours to go. Bit low on flowers, folks. Don't know whether you can still hear that, but that's still the wind raging out there. Still stormy as anything. Trying to be careful not to burn my fingers, and I think I very nearly cut my fingers then with the scissors. Because the bit is moving just a little bit, and I don't know whether you can see it, but I'm certainly feeling the movement. I don't know if you can see it. The battery's flashing at me, so I'm just going to hope to get this down before it goes. hot glue in metal. Makes it really, really hot. Ow! Yeah, that heated that up really quick. Ouch! Oh man, that really hurt. Oh, I need another flower there now, don't I? Anyway, let's just quickly get on with this. Try not to really, really burn myself again. Oh man, that hurt. Might be an idea to keep a jug of water by the side of me. What do you think? Ow! Ow, Mama, that hurt. Anyway, have I got any more white flowers? I didn't think I have. Darn, got a little purple one there though. Might be too big. Another blue and black and grey. Let's go grey. Let's go grey. Okay, so I've just made a couple of really simple stick pins. I'm just going to pop them in as well, because I don't think, you know, there's quite enough on there. Just needs a little bit more. I've really hurt my finger. It does really hurt, so I just went away and actually ran it in the tap for a little while. Got to go back and do some more because it's still stinging. So, and that will teach me to hurry because my battery's running out. Might actually put another one in there, so I just need to make another one if I can without burning myself. Oh man, that was horrible. See, the problem is my light's flashing at me and I'm trying to rush and get this done. And that's probably not a good idea, is it? So this is just a very simple form of stick pins. I don't have much stuff around to make stick pins, but I'm working on that. So just making very simple form. I know you can make them really fancy schmancy, but not yet, I can't. So we'll just pop this one in and then we're going to call it done, as I say, because I'm running out of battery there as well, and probably running out of fingers too. So there we go, that's the project for today. That's the altered box. I hope you enjoyed watching me make it, and I'll be back soon with another make. And bye for now. Remember, it's a Cat's Life. Bye.